spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Commodores' offense will have the football first. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So, no different today. The defense obviously watched.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
You usually want to start a game when you come into a hostile environment with a great first drive. Get some momentum, quiet the crowd. Palmer, the exact opposite. On the road, and you make a big mistake early.
Yeah, I love coming into a hostile environment, trying to be aggressive from jump. But that interception was like giving every single fan here in the stadium a triple shot of espresso. They are going crazy right now after getting that interception.
He'll ride his man on the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Defense picks it up. There he goes down the right side. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Commodores. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And I love the way they break on the football, swarm to the football. This is why you do it, because sometimes the ball comes out, the linebacker picks it up, and tell you what, the big fella shows some speed, takes it all the way back for 6.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Dropping back, it's Carr. Makes the grab. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. They'll try the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Quickly complete. And he's brought down after a nice game. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Fowler. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Commodores with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Finds his tight end. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Things haven't gone exactly the way they drew it up. Turnover, punt, and now they have it back. Right on the money. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. Across the 15. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him.
He's going for the goal line, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Rutgers stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Piscataway. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? It sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Turner. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on 1st down. Got his man downfield. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. On the move, it's Turner. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. And the Commodores with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Turner. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. Fires to the middle. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. And the Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Sends it back in motion. Dropping back, it's Carr. Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another one.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On third down, he drops to throw. Wide open downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
The give to the back. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. One final play before the end of the quarter. To the air on second down. Gets it out quickly. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. Well, guys, Vanderbilt has the lead here as the quarter comes to a close. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Wants to throw. It's Carr. Got it! They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. The Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been trying to get it in. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. 2 of their 3 red zone trips have come up empty. They'd like to punch it in here on second and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Third down has been right in the wheelhouse for this offense. Sneak gets it done.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. They march 78 yards down the field. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. They'll try to get it through the air. can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Now this offense is back on the field. Back to throw, it's Carr. Looking to the big tight end. Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play, an interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's second down. This time he's got it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Back to pass on second down. He's got an open man. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Going to sling it on second down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Starling. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. And they were channeling their inner Mike the Tiger. Don't you think Mike could get a big paw in there to swat that thing free the way the Bayou Bengals do?
Yeah, and when you're the secondary and you're flying up, great job understanding. The guy's already kind of slowing down a little bit, but where do I put my head? I put my head on the football, get my hand on the football. Those guys, those DBs from LSU really understanding that flying up, making the big play.
He'll do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Hauls it in. Touchdown, LSU! A great catch and run for 6. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Florida Atlantic has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in Boca Raton. They're up by 7 over Army. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking to throw on first down. The sure hands. It's Fowler. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires on the move. Finds a man on the left. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. He'll keep it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Fowler. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. The Commodores headed quickly to the line. Using his legs, it's Turner. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. Caught close to the marker. It's Starling. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Now from inside the red zone. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Calls his own number. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Finds him out of the backfield. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Oh, and the attempt is no good. After the missed field goal, still down by 11.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking downfield, it's Carr. Quickly complete. Slips, slithers, and jukes his way out to the 26. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They bring him down, but not before he gets a 1st down at the 35. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Fires to the tight end. They'll immediately call timeout. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end.
Oh, he's got some space. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. They'll throw it from the red zone. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Makes the catch with defenders everywhere, and now the defense backed up with a 1st and goal from the 5. They'll go to the air. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Tigers. Quick strike through the air for the score. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Commodores will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Carr. Got his man. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Wants to return it. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Sterling. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Commodores are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Sterling. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Now the play fake. Finds his big tight end. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. The give on the option. Hard running there. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Sterling. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. After a drive this long, a field goal would be demoralizing at this point. It's 3rd and goal. Wide out trying to get it in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Just drives it between the uprights. That pulls them to within 15, 28-13 the score.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting. Ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, they're after him. On a little time, lets it go.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
Really nice third down sub-defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
Dead center perfect. They're hanging around here. Leads down to 12. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Troy was able to walk off the field there in Veterans Memorial Stadium with the win, but not necessarily without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing in college football is easy. One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the Sun Bowl.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking to throw, it's Carr. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And they finally get their first sack of the day. And one of the things coaches point to every week, how many times are you affecting the quarterback? Last week, they got 3 sacks. They got to continue to put more and more pressure on the quarterback to play better defense.
And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The play-action fake. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They're facing a third down. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets hyped. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Didn't find a single crack to run through on the last 2 plays. Let's see if they go up top on 3rd and 10. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Almost intercepted, it'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. This time he's got his man. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Vandy. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
One one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. He'll pull it on the read. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Unloads quickly. And this one will be stopped for no gain. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Wide receiver going in motion. To throw, it's Carr. Pocket breaking down. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. He'll start this drive going to the air. That's reeled in. It's Turner. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. And the Commodores with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Johnson. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Defense got it. They're on the run.
Well, the quarterback did everything right in terms of his reads on that option play. He was supposed to keep it, but he's got to do a better job of holding on to the ball. Give the defense credit for getting to him and creating the takeaway.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory. Turning it on! Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Got his man. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, running back on the move. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Illegal blocking back.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Gets it to him on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Here's the handoff. Fights off a defender. And they swarm him under. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Punt is on its way. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it and you didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, Dave."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Commodores will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. The give as they work on that clock.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. He'll do it himself. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Florida Atlantic has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in Boca Raton. They're up by 4 over Army.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Grab behind the line. It's Turner.
Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Finds his man. It's Johnson. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Commodores come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. The sure hands. It's Johnson. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. To the air on 1st down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. Fires to the tight end. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Creates a little space. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. To the air, it's Carr. Firing to the right, complete. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives, as hard as that is to do right now, having lost a couple back-to-back, because this team has good players, and they've got good schemes on both sides of the ball. Just things have not gone their way. They just need to make a few more plays to turn this thing around.
Yeah, and then they can do it, and they will do it. Listen, you got to get the players right. You got to get those guys in there believing. This is part of what happens. You got to take a few lumps sometimes, take those losses. But this team's going to figure it out. You can tell they got the right stuff.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.